Hey guys, welcome back. DailyRotoHelp.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. It's Sunday. It's August 5th. We are starting off the day well. So while I wait for people to get in here, I'll get everything ready to go, which I pretty much have everything ready to go. So just kind of waiting for people to trickle in a little bit. And yeah, so we're going to go over a bunch of stuff today. A bunch of stuff. So while people start trickling in, just say hello in the chat, and we'll go from there. So, and I don't know if you guys can hear how loud the laptop is right now, the fan on the laptop. I'm hoping you can't. Maybe you can, though. If you can, I do apologize. So hopefully everyone had a really good Saturday, I should say. So, welcome to everybody. Good morning, Ricardo. As you can see, I don't have a hat on and my hair. I woke up a couple hours ago, but yeah, it's been a morning. I put the cheat sheet up. Just talking about yesterday, nobody won the home run contest. I looked through. Someone commented just a name. They just gave me Paul Goldschmidt. Didn't give me an inning, so you can't win that. But yeah, so here's how you win the home run contest if you're watching. You have to comment who you think's going to hit a home run and the inning, not just the name. And if you could give me the first name too, just because I saw Turner in there. And my first thought was Justin Turner, but then I remembered, he's hurt. So, or their last name and their team, unless you pick like Judge, I know who that is, or Trout and stuff like that. But when there's those players that have the same last name, that might get a little bit tricky. So that would be where you could help out just by saying first and last name, or last name and their team. So, would love to know how you guys did yesterday. Morning, Gary. How you did. I told you Jose Barrios was one of my top plays on the slate, and it worked out. I'm glad the game got in there. Really good about that. He had, he went like 8 innings or something. It was a really good game from him. We've got a lot of pitching to go over. We're going to talk about the pitching matchups. There is no article today. I didn't get one in time yesterday. I didn't get home. I was gone until about 11 p.m. We left at noon. I was gone until about 11, and then I got home and I just passed out. So, and then woke up pretty late today, as you can see by this hair. I'm not looking camera ready, but I wanted to give you guys a video. The video won't be over an hour. I highly doubt. So here's the rundown. We're going to go over today's weather. We're going to go over today's pitching matchups, and then we're going to go over today's bats in each matchup, who we might like in each lineup. I'll go over news and notes as well. And if you have any questions, get them in the chat, and I'll answer them as I continue to go down the list. So hopefully that helps you out. So just going over any news for today's slate. Mike Trout with his wrist is out today again. I don't know if he'll go on the DL. Dexter Fowler is in a walking boot after fracturing his left foot, so that's a problem there. Marcell Ozuna has been dealing with tendonitis and inflammation in his shoulder since last season. I don't know why that came out. Tony Kemp left the Astros game after getting hit in the foot. Lance McCullers left Saturday's start against the Dodgers with right elbow discomfort. There's a Tommy John surgery in his future. Buster Posey passed concussion test, should be playing first base today. Angels' Mike Scioscia will be stepping down at the end of the season. Mike Scioscia might be the most overrated coach. Like, he's been there the longest in the majors, and he has, like, nothing to show for it. Whatever. Bryce Harper said after Saturday's game he doesn't know if he'll be in the lineup today, so that's a big name to look at. Pirates Cardinals, Tyler O'Neill scratched from the lineup yesterday due to groin discomfort, so he's probably out there. D. Gordon wasn't in yesterday's lineup. Hopefully he'll be back out there today. So other than that, we have 4 lineups. Ooh, we got more than 4. We got some lineups up there. So by the time you guys build your lineups, they should have a check mark next to their name if anything comes about. So looking at the weather, Cardinals at the Pirates. A little bit of weather concern after the game starts, pop-up showers. It doesn't appear that it's going to be thunderstorms, so it could just rain. So we'll look into that. Same thing with Cincy at Washington. It's about the same cell storm. Very hot, humid. The ball will fly out of there. I just like to look at that. Not much concern there. The Royals at the Twins. It looks like rain could come into the forecast during the game, but we should be good. I went there in May, and it was 98% chance of rain, and the rain went around the stadium. So I'm not concerned with that game either. I think all these games are going to get played. Ones that you want to look at, I mean, there's a lot of hot and humid. I think you're going to see a lot of home runs today. There's a lot of hot and humid games going on. Colorado, Milwaukee. Usually when it's like that, I don't know if they close the dome or they open it, but when the dome is open, the ball flies out of there a little bit more. Wrigley, it's called the Windy City for a reason. It's hot and humid and windy out there, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Cubs go off again. Baltimore at Texas. I've told you in multiple videos that if there is a game in Texas and it's hot and humid, the ball will fly out of there. So I'm looking at Texas again. Rougned Odor came through for us again. Joey Gallo came through. Now, Shin-Soo Choo was scratched pretty late in the day, but I was able to edit the lineups on my phone. I was out of my grandpa's, and I did have enough reception out there that I edited the lineups as much as I could. So, again, I was super busy all day, but I looked at my phone. I saw that Choo was out. And I replaced him with, I believe, Nick Markakis. Not remembering what he did yesterday. Let me see real quick. He only got 3. Yeah, he didn't do anything. The Braves didn't come through with Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler, of course. For some reason, the Mets are going to score some runs for Zach Wheeler, but they won't score runs for DeGrom. It makes no sense. Good morning. Harper's in the lineup. Perfect. Okay, so other than that, a lot of wind blowing out in a lot of stadiums. It's really hot and humid around the U.S. today. We probably will see pretty high scores. Not going to say we're going to see that 300 score that we saw, was that Friday night? Thursday or Friday night, but we're there. Forgot my other mic. If it's good, just let me know how good, if you can hear. Because there's nothing else I can do. I just want to make sure I'm talking, you guys are able to hear and understand me. Good morning, Randy. Is it okay or is it good? Like, is it just okay or are we good to go? Also, I can't wait for someone to say video starts at 9 o'clock. Anyway, first game on the slate, Braves at the Mets, Julio Teheran versus Corey Oswalt. Now, before I go through the whole thing, and this might be for new people that haven't watched our video in a long time, but usually Sundays for FanDuel, I do the all-day slate. I think DraftKings is usually the main slate. Let me tweet out the link that we're live. People can join us. Okay, so what I usually will tell you is get your questions in on the side while I go through stuff. Maybe I'll be able to answer those questions. Maybe you get those questions answered during whenever I go over things. If not, I'll jump back in and I'll try to answer them. So a lot of people have been asking how to donate because it's if you want to, you can. But I've gotten a lot of tweets. I've got a lot of emails. How can I donate? And I've given them my PayPal. If you want to donate a couple bucks, if you want to donate 100 grand, you can. Or while you're on YouTube, you can click the link down below. Or the little below the chat, it says super chat. You can hit a super chat and you can send, what is it, $1 up to 500. So if anyone wants to donate, you absolutely can. You don't have to. You can spend the next 25, 30 minutes listening to a lot of free advice, but any donations do help. So looking at the Braves and the Mets, Julio Teheran versus Corey Oswalt. Teheran has gotten lit up this season, but I really like him against the Mets because it's the Mets. They faced him a ton. He's faced them a ton because they're in the same division. Looking at that, 172 plate appearances, 140 batting average. Would not be surprised if Teheran has a great game. I think people might be off of him, though, just because of the other pitching options out there. I actually kind of like Teheran, probably more as a GPP pick. I don't know if at this point in his career you can trust him as a cash option unless he's playing like a single-A ball team. So I'm looking at Teheran there GPP-wise. White Sox at the Rays, James Shields versus Hunter Wood. I absolutely love Tampa Bay here. Even though James Shields is 65 plate appearances, 186 batting average, just looking at let me see. And I apologize if the video is laggy. The internet seems to be going really slow right now. So on top of the shootout that there was Friday that I talked about in yesterday's video, someone got shot at 4 blocks away last night. They were trying to carjack someone and they drove away and they shot 3 shots into the car. Like, my hometown where I'm at for the weekend is so trashy. Absolute trash. And it's like right by my mom's house. It's so dumb. Like people are pathetic. They can't get real jobs. They're all I can't cuss, but they're all losers. So James Shields in the month of July, he actually had 6 starts, 37 innings pitched, 22 earned runs, 8 home runs, 15 walks, 1-4 record, and a 5.35 ERA. He does face Tampa Bay today. Has he faced them at all this season? He's faced them 1 time on April 11th, went 6.1 innings, 6 Ks. He did not get the decision. But James Shields comes in with a 4-13 record, a 4.56 ERA, 112 strikeouts. His career ERA is 4, which is terrible in itself. Technically he's facing his old team, but there's literally nobody on the team that was there when he was on there. I love Tampa Bay. Jake Bauers could be good. Carlos Gomez. It'll Kevin Kiermaier. It'll depend on who's in the lineup. I'm not sure if the lineup's out yet. Let's check it out. See if their lineup is out there for this game. It is. So Malik Smith I wouldn't put it against you. If he gets on base, Malik Smith can steal. He can swipe so many bags. Jake Bauers. I mean, it's a heavy lineup. Damn. The only righties in the lineup today are Matt Duffy and Willie Adames. Everyone else is a left-handed bat against James Shields. Absolutely load up on the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm looking at Malik Smith. I'm looking at Kiermaier. Kiermaier used to be a leadoff, I remember. He's fallen down. I'd go Malik Smith, Jake Bauers, Kevin Kiermaier. If you want to go a mini stack. Absolutely. David, yeah, I didn't even see you say that, but I'm looking at that. That's a pretty good one. Good morning. So there's a lot of teams that haven't – a lot of pitchers on today's slate that haven't played each other. Angels at the Indians, Deck McGuire versus Shane Bieber. They haven't faced each other. Reds at the Nationals. You got Luis Castillo, Tanner Roark. Yeah, Joey Wendell's been on fire too. So if you want to add Wendell, I think that's a very super cheap stack, and you should be able to pay up at pitching. You should be able to. Luis Castillo versus Tanner Roark. Castillo, 55 plate appearances, 283 batting average. Tanner Roark, 100 plate appearances, 268. Looking at that, Castillo's been very inconsistent this season. In the Nationals, the first game, they did not. There was Offense didn't show up to the first game of the doubleheader yesterday. Roark, this one is scary because we know what the Nationals offense can do. They just didn't show up for the first game yesterday. Castillo has been inconsistent. Castillo makes a GPP pick. You can't trust him in cash. Maybe GPP or SP2. Marlins at the Phillies, Dan Straylor versus Aaron Nola. At this point in his career, Aaron Nola might be top 10 pitcher this year. Without knowing his numbers, Aaron Nola's been really good. I went to get him after him at this year's draft, but he was a keeper. And then I wanted to trade for him this year, and I was told no. Aaron Nola's 12-3 with a 2.35 ERA and 142 strikeouts. In July, his 5 starts in July, 33 innings pitched, 21 hits, 7 earned runs, only 7 walks, 35 Ks, 35 to 7 K walk ratio, 2-1 record, a 1.91 ERA. Gary, my bold move is Shields shutting down the Rays. That would be contrarian. You could throw him out there if you trust him enough, but that's up to you if you do trust him enough. I absolutely love Aaron Nola today. Loading up, he's my probably #1 pitcher on the slate for cash. Love Aaron Nola, especially against Miami. In Philly, give me all the Nola. Cardinals at the Pirates, you got Jack Flaherty, 58 plate appearances, 255 batting average against Trevor Williams, 98 plate appearances, 391. I think you could be looking at a Cardinals stack here, but I'm not taking either of these pitchers. Rockies at the Brewers, John Gray versus Wade Miley. No thank you on either of these. It's not enough for me to want to look at. Bats-wise, absolutely. Pitching-wise, no, I'm not going there. Royals at the Twins, Danny Duffy versus Irvin Santana. Didn't Duffy just play the Twins his last start? Can't remember. He did. No, he did not. He faced them on July 20th and went 7 innings, gave up 1 earned run with 4 Ks. He faced the White Sox his last start, went 5.2 innings, 4 walks, 7 Ks, got a W. In July, Duffy went 3-2 with a 3.38 ERA. It's not bad. I kind of like, if you're not taking the Twins as a GPP stack, I kind of like Danny Duffy here. Not cash, though. Duffy would be more of an SP2 or a very contrarian GPP pitcher. You're not trusting Danny Duffy in cash. He's got over, his record this year is 7-9, 4.5 ERA. He does have 120 strikeouts, but it's not enough for me. It's 276. The problem is, like we said at the beginning of the video, the wind is blowing out of Wrigley. It's hot, it's humid, and the wind is blowing out. That's going to equal, you're going to see some home runs in this game. Hopefully the home runs are on a Cub side and a Cub stack comes through. Javi Baez, I think you have to get him in a lineup. Lefty, righty, he swings so hard. All he's got to do is put the barrel on the ball, especially when it's super hot and windy. The ball could fly out of the ballpark easily. Easily. Orioles at the Rangers, Jeffrey Ramirez versus Drew Hutchinson. Hutchinson just on principle because the Orioles are terrible. Against the Orioles, 76 plate appearances, 257 batting average. He gets to face Chris Davis 4 times. That's almost guaranteed 4 strikeouts. I'm looking at a Ranger stack again. I know it's 3rd day in a row, but you never know with the Ranger stack. So before we continue, I see there's 49 people live, which is awesome. If anyone has any questions, DFS related, our website related, if you want to sign up for our website, anything like that, ask over here. Or we do have people asking if they can sign up for some of our packages, which is fine. You can do that too. I'll put that link in the chat. But a couple things before we move on. People have been asking about it. Is the $99 combined package still there? Yes, it is. There is 35 packages left at the rest of the MLB season and the NFL season. So it's the entire NFL DFS season, including subscriber-only detailed breakdown articles, NFL cheat sheets, MLB cheat sheets, and optimal lineups. That includes MLB the rest of the season as well for $99 combined. If you guys want to, you can sign up. It's You click the link, it's at the top all the way to the right. I do not like San Diego pitcher. I don't. I can't put any money behind it. Irvin Santana versus KC, GPP-wise, yeah. But again, it's really hot and humid there, and the ball can fly out, even though it's really hot and humid everywhere today, which is kind of scary in the same sense. But Target Field is supposedly a pitcher's park, so in Kansas City, it does strike out at a pretty high clip, and they're not that good of a team. So it's really GPP-wise, yes, but you guys can't do cash. It's kind of scary doing cash with Irvin Santana, Danny Duffy, a couple other pitchers as well. Padres stack. If you want to be super contrarian, you could go Padres stack, but I wouldn't be able to put my money on a Padres stack. Stack Phillies, yes. Maikel Franco, Rhys Hoskins. See who's in there. I read your mind, Seth. Read your mind. Yes, Aaron Nola might be the #1 pitcher on the slate today. Yeah. Yes, Mason. I read your mind too. Said it before you typed it. Nola's the top cash. He's just the top pitcher. He's not the top pitcher on the slate. His matchup is just too good. Wade Miley as a FanDuel GPP, you could, without knowing how he's done since coming back. Let's check it out. In July, Wade Miley went 23 innings pitched, 16 hits, 4 earned runs, 11 walks, 13 Ks, 1-1 record, and a 1.57 ERA. I did not even realize. And Wade Miley just went 7 innings with 5 Ks against the mighty Dodgers back on, was that Tuesday? Back on Tuesday. Wade Miley yeah. Stack Minnesota, stack Cleveland. Yeah, it depends. Danny Duffy was able to hold Minnesota down not too long ago, actually. Take Wood. Who's Wood? Hunter Wood, Tampa Bay. That's the one problem with Tampa Bay, other than a couple of their pitchers. They're not starters. You never know. It'd be super cheap, but are you going to be missing out on some points? But again, and I don't know if DraftKings or FanDuel consider the bullpen guys starters, even though they are starters. If they are, it'd be super cheap. Let's actually check that out real quick. Yeah, so if you were to take the 2 pitchers and you took Wood as one, since Tampa Bay, we know he's going to go maybe 2 innings, maybe get some live arm there and get some strikeouts, you would have to make sure you can figure out the correct bat. Let's see if Hunter Wood is on there. Hunter Wood is 5,500 on FanDuel against the White Sox. I actually like that. Yeah, actually, he had 2 innings pitched and 5 Ks in 2 innings against the Angels with 21 points. I actually like that. Who said that? Where was that at? David, that is actually a really... See, this is why I like you guys to be here in the chat. I wouldn't have looked at that at all. I would not have even given him against Baltimore 1.2 innings pitched 4K. Hunter Wood, yes. Give a high five to David. Yes, that was perfect. He can still get a 0, but you're only spending minimum on a pitcher on FanDuel. I don't know what he is on DraftKings. I don't know what the price is on DraftKings. Let's see. Nola, July 14th at Miami, just scored 19.5 at a price of $53. Not good, I think. Oh, on Yahoo. Yeah, we talked about stacking St. Louis. 43. I actually, this would be for some people who make multiple lineups. I would look at making multiple GPP lineups, and I would think you could only really do this Probably only really pitch Hunter Wood on DraftKings because as your SP2, just because FanDuel only has one pitcher. You could try that on FanDuel, but this is where you guys need to build multiple lineups. Now, I'm not saying like build a $25 GPP. I'm saying like build multiple lineups, maybe $1, $2 GPP tournament and throw it in. Make sure it's a single entry tournament so you're not getting screwed by the sharks that are, you know, playing 500 lineups. But Hunter Wood could be good. That rhymed. I wasn't supposed to. But when you go with him and you know if he doesn't get the strikeouts, he's there. We're looking for got to be looking for that. You have to find the perfect bats. Like, that's the thing. That's the only problem with that. But let's finish before they'll go on. Tigers at the Athletics, Liriano versus Trevor Cahill. Liriano, 89 plate appearances, 198 batting average. I still think the Athletics are going to hit him. Trevor Cahill, 26 plate appearances, 333 batting average. I still like Cahill here because it is Detroit. Astros at the Dodgers, Garrett Cole versus Walker Buehler. Cole, 54 plate appearances, 265 batting average. Against the Dodgers, we saw what Verlander did yesterday. I said I liked Verlander yesterday, but he's been off a couple of times. Of course, he was on it. What did he do? He did complete game, 98 pitches, 12 Ks or something, 12 or 14 Ks. Garrett Cole could be in store for another play here. Then we got the Giants at the Diamondbacks. Derek Holland versus Robbie Ray. Derek Holland, 97 plate appearances, 205 batting average. Diamondbacks, Robbie Ray, 149 plate appearances, 269. I'm probably looking more towards Robbie Ray. I'm looking at Paul Goldschmidt against a lefty at home. Give me the Goldschmidt. Blue Jays at the Mariners. Sam Gaviglio versus Mike Leake. Gaviglio, only 9 plate appearances, giving up 429 batting average. So, I mean, hasn't seen them. Mike Leake, 84 plate appearances, 308. Mike Leake has actually been pretty good this season. Wouldn't be surprised to use him as a GPP pitcher here. I'm probably going to be looking at Mariners bats as well. And I know Stroman had a no-hitter going yesterday, but I still like Mike Leake, and I still like the Mariners bats. So then we're at the last game on the slate. You got the Yankees at the Red Sox. The Yankees have been absolute trash the past 3 games. They've shown no heart. They've not hit. When they do, they get 1 run. They got 1 hit by Porcello. Porcello's not, I mean, he's still a stupid pitcher. We saw what they did yesterday. Nothing came around. If they're going to salvage this, they will salvage it tonight. Now, I see a lot of fans on the message board saying they're giving up on the Yankees. Team is trash. And it's those kind of fans that make baseball stupid, because the Yankees are still, 27 games over 500? They have the 3rd best record in baseball, maybe the 2nd best record. I don't remember. I haven't looked. I think Astros probably have gone up. Those fans are dumb. And if you're one of them, I apologize, but you don't know baseball. The Red Sox are just playing at a stupid pace right now. The same thing the Dodgers did last year, and we saw what happened to them. So if the Yankees are going to turn around, it's going to be in this matchup. Tanaka versus David Price. David Price has gotten lit up by the Yankees this season, and tonight it's on national television. I will be watching at my house. It's Tanaka versus Price. Tanaka, 234 plate appearances, 260 batting average. David Price, 176 plate appearances, 314 batting average. I'm loading up on the Yankees. You're going to want to stack a Yankees stack today. I'm looking at Stanton to absolutely mash. Giancarlo has been mashing as of the past month. He gets Fenway Park. He gets the terrible wall that's 12 feet from the infield. You've got Andujar, can easily home run. Any righty. It doesn't matter. I'm looking at Stanton. I'm looking at some other bats in this situation. Absolutely love a Yankee stack tonight. Tanaka's been known to give up some home runs this season, but he's buckled down lately when all the other pitchers are struggling. He's the one that's been holding them together. And you got to remember, the guy had a torn pitching elbow and did not get surgery, and he's looked great. So I'm looking at Tanaka here, and I'm looking at a Yankee stack as well. Julio better than Nola on FanDuel with being only 7,600 while you're at. Yeah, Price-wise, I would. Stack Baltimore if you're GPP, maybe. Tehran, 7 innings, 2 runs, last start versus Mets in Atlanta. Mets traded away players, and this game is in New York. Tehran might outscore him, yes. I'm assuming you mean Chicago stack. Oh, there you go. Yeah, the Chicago stack. The wind is blowing out. Yep. I mean, you're a Yankees fan. They're just a good team. Can't. Well, to be honest with you, they have a winning record against Houston. If they call up Justice Sheffield and they let Chance Adams go there and the Yankees offense go like starts back to what we're used to, they can contend with them. I mean, the Red Sox are only, what, 7-5 against them. I mean, the Red Sox have still lost 5 games. John Gray, it depends. Any love, it would depend. Dwayne The Rock Jackson. John Gray, 63 plate appearances, 224. Milwaukee's just a really good hitting team, and that's what scares me. Favorite cheaper stack on the main slate? What is considered the main slate? Are you just talking DraftKings then? Let me see what the main slate is on DraftKings. Oops. Every new person that's been here, that's never been here before, my plan is to do this on the weekends. I know my wife will be gone next Saturday and won't be back early Sunday morning, so I'll be able to do live both of those days. My plan is to do that with football too. Usually, the past couple of seasons, we've gone live about 9 a.m. Central Sunday mornings to help you guys out with your latest, just answering any stardom sim questions for your season long. We usually build DFS lineups together. Yeah, so the main slate for DraftKings. See, that's what I don't like. Like, I don't understand why DraftKings doesn't have all day, but DraftKings, we won't be able to play the Detroit at Oakland, Houston at LA, Giants at the D-backs, Toronto at the Mariners, or the Yankees at Red Sox. So you're looking for a favorite cheap stack on the main slate here. Looking at this, cheap, it depends. I could be looking at a Philly stack here. I could be looking at a Tampa Bay stack, Milwaukee stack, Cubs stack, Rangers stack. Cheap-ish. Rangers, again, if their prices are still down. Odor's been on fire, had another home run. Cubs stack, it depends on which Cubs you take for a stack there. Tampa Bay is probably going to be the cheapest stack. That's what I would assume. So, yeah, I would assume Tampa Bay is probably going to be your cheaper stack. Wendell, Malik Smith, Bowers, and there was one other one that I'm not thinking of. Kiermaier, maybe. But, yeah, they would be probably the cheapest. So anyone who's here live watching, please, and you haven't been a subscriber yet, please go ahead, subscribe to our YouTube page. Also, don't forget to hit the bell notification. That'll let you know when we're live, and that'll also let you know when any of our videos finally go live during the week. Usually in the mornings, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll get videos out probably by 6:30, 7 a.m. Central. So the video will be out all day for you guys. I try to answer questions like I can there. If you have any questions, we do have a free GroupMe chat. So if you are interested in joining the free GroupMe chat on our phone, because we got some people in there, they bounce ideas off of each other, email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com, and I'll send you the link for the GroupMe. We're going to have a GroupMe chat for NFL, but you'll have to be at least an NFL season subscriber, the MLB NFL season combined subscriber, a year subscriber, or the lifetime subscriber to get in that chat. And that's just where we bounce ideas off of real time. Pretty much if there's a question asked. Again, if you guys have been wondering, you've been wanting to sign up, you've been on the fence, you've thought about it, you might as well do it while you can and while it's cheap. We do have the MLB and NFL seasons combined. So the rest of the MLB season and the entire NFL DFS season for $99. Once that's gone, it's $150 for the NFL season. And it's a separate thing for MLB. So if you've been wondering, you can check that out. Shields always owns his old teams, though. I still like a Tampa Bay stack. GPP, it's not cash. How do you feel about Rosario at an extremely low 4,200 price? And I'm kind of wondering why. Which Rosario? And are we on DraftKings or FanDuel? 4,200 Eddie Rosario against Duffy. Lefty on lefty. Trying to see if he's done much against lefties this season. 12 fantasy points against John Sale, 2 points against Brian Johnson. I don't like Eddie Rosario much. I did not realize, though, he did have 20 home runs on this season. That's pretty. And he's batting 300. I did not realize that. He hasn't had much success against lefties, though. He still could, but he hasn't had that much success this season against lefties. Thoughts on John Gray for DK GPP? GPP, yes, but just remember he's going up against Milwaukee, who they're not too bad of a team. Not too bad. So that's what we've got on the slate. Does anyone have questions? Any other questions before we end it? Miley, Duffy, or Santana? Oh, probably Wade Miley. Addison Russell got moved up to 4th, which is pretty awesome. I'd look at him. Yeah, like we said at the beginning, if you weren't in here, Sean, I like Tehran a lot against the Mets. The Mets are just a bad team overall. So if you guys are wanting to maybe possibly play our contest of home run contest, which you can win a free month, once this video goes live and not in the chat section, once it's live, click on the comment section and predict who you think is going to hit a home run and what inning. If you get both of those correct, you will win a free month of daily Roto Help. Nobody won yesterday, but tell me the batter's name and the inning you think they're going to hit a home run. First and last name, or if their last name and their team, just because there are a couple players that are their names. They've got the same last name. Best FanDuel pitcher today on, like, which slate? Are we doing the all-day slate? Are we doing the main slate? Matt Adams would be a GPP pitcher. Where did I read that? Thoughts on John? Nope. Mitchell, which slate are we talking with pitcher? Again, guys, if you could thumbs this video up, if it helped you at all, please hit that thumbs up and let me know that you guys like going live. You like me to answer your questions. The more thumbs up means, obviously, I know you guys you like it. It helps you out. It's free. It's literally a click of the button. It's not free. You have to spend your energy, but I mean, it's monetarily free. And if you wanted to donate, absolutely, you can donate. Anything helps. Like I said in yesterday's video, we are building an optimizer. Well, it's an Excel spreadsheet. And it's supposed to pull, for football, it's supposed to pull the data from FanDuel and DraftKings, the players, the price, if they're injured, their opponent, their team, their position, all of that stuff. It's supposed to pull into this Excel spreadsheet with a ton of formulas that I don't understand. And then it's supposed to take a bunch of factors, and we hopefully can click an optimizer button, and it'll spit you out in a lineup. So then I wouldn't have to do lineups for you, and you guys can build your own using cheat sheets and that stuff as well. So that's my plan. Super expensive to build that. Last I knew, it was like $5 grand. So I've put money into it. Donations definitely do help to try and build it. So if there's anyone out there that wanted to help donate, you absolutely can. You can do a super chat down below You can do money there, or you can email me, and I can give you my PayPal. If you want to email support@dailyrotohelp.com, I'll give you the PayPal, and you can donate there. Anything helps, guys. I mean, if you've watched and you've never subscribed and you want to donate $5, $10, $20, that is awesome. We've had people do that. I just wanted to give you guys that option. So if you are interested, email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com, and I'll give you the PayPal. The PayPal is not that email. Cardinals sneaky stack of the day. They could be, yeah. Matt Carpenter is just stupid. Am I going to do preseason football talk? So I've tried this in the past. It's kind of pointless, though, because you're going to spend your money, and the starting quarterbacks, the guys that we know who they are, they're going to throw their most stud starters are going to just do one series and then they're out the game. So, I mean, it's really a waste of money if you're playing preseason. And what they're doing is FanDuel and DraftKings are tugging on you to play football because they know you miss it. And a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money doing it. And then that's how they're going to get you. Preseason is only, I think last year was the first year they started preseason. I'm not a fan of it because you don't know what you're going to get. How we feel about Duffy in his matchup? I kind of like him because he had success against them last time he pitched them. Rizzo, Zobrist, and Hayward are out for Chicago. Yeah, because they're all lefties. So look at the righties. So Baez, Cardinal Steak, yes, they are. Carpenter is hot. What do you think about Luis Castillo? I kind of like him, but he's very hit or miss this season. He's either pitching 6 innings with 8 Ks or he's going 4 innings and giving up 5 hits and 4 or 5 runs. Mason Duffy's matchup, we went over it earlier, but let's see. Duffy has faced the Twins, 153 plate appearances, 252 batting average, while striking out 20.3% of his batters, giving up a WOBA of only 284. So I do like Duffy as a GPP pick. Castillo is regressing terribly. Play minimum preseason money tournaments. I would look at if you can find any free rolls, but yeah, they're not. I would do free rolls or just free games just to get a feel for it for a couple of weeks before you even throw money in there, especially with week 1. Indians could be, yeah, they could be a stack. Yeah, what you would be doing with preseason is looking at like rookies, but then like Saquon Barkley might only, since he is, the number 1, he's the coveted rookie running back. They're probably not going to want to run him out there more than 1 or 2 series. And I don't know how much he is to pay for. Let's just see what. So if I'm looking at FanDuel and I'm looking at preseason football, the pitcher with the best matchup is probably Tehran, then Nola, if I'm looking at there. Let's see. NFL, full roster, Thursday preseason. Let's do this. Let's find this. Let's go running back. Actually, what games are this Thursday? Okay, so where's Saquon Barkley at? Is he really that far down? Where's Saquon Barkley? Saquon Barkley, 6K. They did sign him 4 years, $31.2 million, fully guaranteed. They're not going to throw him out there. They're not going to throw him out there. But there's a lot of people that have never played NFL DFS, and they were like, "Oh, I can't play. I can't wait to play." And then that's why they throw out. That is why they throw out these preseason things. That it's pretty dumb, to be honest with you. So does anyone have any other questions before we leave for the day? So if you guys want to donate, absolutely email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com. I'll help you out. If you want to sign up for the combined package, MLB and the rest of the MLB and the entire NFL DFS season, And you'll get into the NFL group me chat. It's an exclusive chat. You can sign up, go to dailyrotohelp.com/plans. It's the top row all the way over for $99. Once the 35 coupons are gone, then it goes up to $150. I don't see any other questions. So early stack FanDuel. You're playing an early only on FanDuel. So here's the thing. If you guys do follow us and there is no early only on FanDuel. There's a main slate. There's all day. Or I guess if you do express, is that what you're talking about? Looking at the games, Kansas City, Minnesota, Colorado, Milwaukee, San Diego, Chicago, Baltimore, Texas. I'd be looking at a stack of either the Cubs or I'd be looking at a stack of the Rangers again. That's even if they've got their stuff out there yet. Cheap players on which slate, Alec? Like any slate, FanDuel, DraftKings. But like an all-day slate, FanDuel, DraftKings, which are we doing? Main slate? Alec, what are we looking at? We have a bunch of these on our cheat sheet. Actually, all on our cheat sheet, we have all the players, every position. We have if the projections for a double, a single, a triple, home run, walks, and then we even have projected out how many FanDuel points, DraftKings points, or Yahoo Fantasy points we think they're going to get. Now, obviously, projections are projections, and baseball is pretty hard to project, but we have a lot of that on our cheat sheet. So if you guys wanted to, you could sign up for a day pass, check it out, and if you have success or you really like it, then you can sign up for a month pass, or you can sign up for the $99 deal that's going to go away after 35 more people. So if you guys wanted to do a day pass, go ahead. MLB for a day. What I tell people is we have the lineups out there. We have the cheat sheet, mix and match, because you're not always going to be the lineups aren't always going to be 100%. We don't sell lineups. Those are part of what comes with it. But if you want, or if you're looking for just some like to buy lineups, go find Twitter or something, because we give you a lot more than that. On Twitter, they're going to give you lineups. You $5 for one lineup, or $5, which is crazy because our day pass is $5, but you get a video, you get an article. Usually you get the lineups, you get a cash and GPP lineup and a cheat sheet that you can mix and match. But my suggestion is take the lineups and mix and match. Don't always play them 100% how you see them. Freddie Freeman, I do like Freddie Freeman. I like Paul Goldschmidt, lefty. He's a righty going against a lefty at home. I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. And then the Rockies, Arenado. Trevor Story had a hell of a day yesterday. A Colorado stack wouldn't be bad if you're looking to play against Wade Miley. We saw what Trevor Story had 2 home runs yesterday, I believe. So I love Arenado, Trevor Story, Yankees stack, Paul Goldschmidt. I mean, it's all in our cheat sheet. So if you guys ever wanted to, you can just go to dailyrotohelp.com and click the sign up button and check the day pass. So, I mean, Alec, without you answering, I don't know what slate you want, if it's FanDuel, if it's DraftKings. It's all on our cheat sheet if you want to check that out. So just go to dailyrotohelp.com and click sign up. But yeah, that's all I've got, guys. I'm going to head right now. It's 10:30. I'm going to go ahead. The cheat sheet's already out there. I'm going to go ahead and build the lineups on the site. I usually wait till about 45 minutes till, and then I get the lineups up. If I need to update any lineups, I'll do that. FanDuel, like every Sunday, will be all day slate. So definitely make sure if you want to change out some players, you do have time for that. DraftKings is the main slate only because they don't offer an all day slate. And I would definitely look at a Yankees stack at some point and all the other stacks there. So any questions? Maybe you missed a little bit of stuff. Go ahead, wait for this video to go to YouTube and then restart it over and watch it. Thank you for everybody who's watched. Thank you for everyone who's subscribed, who's thumbed the video up. Any questions, hit me up, support@dailyrotohelp.com, and I'll answer them for you. And if you want into the GroupMe chat, it's free. Email me at the website or email as well, and I'll get you in there for the MLB. And like I said, we will have a separate NFL chat. You have to be a subscriber to get it. So that's what I've got, guys. Good luck today. And you guys know what to do, right? Have a great day and bring home that bacon, guys. Peace. Good luck.